Here, boys, Dota 2 Ice. Well, still no loco, but yeah, Dota 2 Ice. They ended up taking game one very well. I don't know. I mean, it's not really convincingly. However, remaining. It ended up going that way. Nyx Assassin doing a lot of work. He got picked off a lot in the mid game, but still ended up getting a lot of stunts on that Bat Rider. And I don't know, man. It just felt like Evil Corporation. They had a good. They had a struggling time in the early game. They had a good mid game with the Shadow Fiend getting a lot of farm. And then suddenly just all went wrong. They got a gem, they fed the gem away, they ended up losing a side of frags. Very, you know, they lost a tier 3 tower, lost a 5-man fight around Roshan, and then everything just goes wrong. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Evil Corporation, they ban out the Luna as well, Zero Spirit. They do not want to give up the Luna this time around, and they will first pick the Slaughter. Lone Druid Shadow Demon banned out by Ice, and they pick up the Sven. So the very meta kind of response to a Slaughter pick is that Sven pickup. Could be a support Sven, we've seen that a lot lately, but, well, you know, I don't want to say anything. It could be support, could be carry. You can do whatever the hell you want with a Sven pickup. The only thing is, Sven is just a good hero against Slaughter, because you completely counteract the Corrosive Haze effect in the middle of the fight. That Warcry takes all of it away, so you can't get that effect of the Slaughter in the fight.
Dire team pick.
Alright, let's see. The Centaur gets picked up now from Ice.
10 seconds remaining.
I like that. Very strong hero right now.
Radiant team
fits well against a right-click kind of lineup. When you have Slaughter, the most basic thing is always, okay guys, we want to go for 1 or 2 calls who does a lot of right-click damage. And, well, Centaur return fits very nice against that. Lots of good stuns with the Centaur as well. Remaining. And Stampede is an amazing spell. That's a broken out spell when you get Aghanim Sept to 60% damage reduction. Evil Corporation in the meantime, they pick up the Rubik. That is going to be the second support. Good steals this game. You can steal the Warcry. Stormhammer is a very good stun. Hoof Stomp is an amazing stun. Stampede, fairly easy to steal and also very, very strong.
5 seconds.
Sure, you don't really get the effect of the Scepter. It's very unreliable. Well, I mean, it's not very often you get a Scepter on Rubik, but Stampede as a spell on its own is still very, very nice. And let's see, the Weaver gets banned out by Dota 2 Ice. They do not want to play a second time against it. Even though the first Weaver in the first game wasn't really that amazing to look at, I guess it still makes sense that Weaver's is an annoying hero. No one wants to play against it, so might as well ban it out. The Terrorblade gets removed now by Evil Corporation. Magnus gets banned out by the side of Dota 2 Ice, and Dazzle is now going to be the next one from Evil Corporation. Very quick on those bans, as again, the Dazzle, like the Sven, is a very common pickup against Slaughter to make sure that Corrosive Haze doesn't do anything. So we'll see what else they do. We still have yet to find out if it's going to be a support Sven or not. I mean, it is still a little bit hidden. The Witch Doctor gets picked up.
Dire team pick.
Strong support hero. Not the best steals in the world, and it's very easy to not give away any steals whatsoever because you can just always tick up the Voodoo Restoration. So as long as you toggle that like a crazy mofo, then everything is going to be fine.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant.
Alright, the Timbersaw gets picked up now by Evil Corporation. I'm wondering if they're trying to do that fancy thing that we see once in a while, where they want to go for a tri-lane and then have that one-on-one with the Centaur versus Timbersaw. In that situation, the Timbersaw should have maybe a slight edge. You can play around the Timbersaw nicely if you just spam your double edge pretty much. But we'll see. We'll see if they can get that one-on-one with the Timbersaw versus Centaur, get a tri-lane going. I don't know, man. I guess it's an option, but I don't feel like that tri-lane would be very powerful. I mean, if you think about it, Sven plus Witch Doctor, that's two very, very strong and beefy support heroes. They can do a lot of work in the laning stage. And Slada, Rubik, if this is the two supports you have, you don't do much as a Rubik early game other than just lifting people and then, you know, setting up for something else. The Slada, well, Crush, sure, but nothing else, again. So, I guess it's maybe a safe lane Timber, and then they just have, you know, just a casual safe lane Timber against the Centaur is also an option. Juggernaut gets picked up again by the side of Dota 2 Ice.
5 seconds remaining.
Another game, another Jug. So it is indeed going to be a support Sven. Or mid Jug. Or mid Jug, that's also a possible thing. Evil Corporation in the meantime. They picked up a Timbersaw, so that's like, okay guys, we have shown one call. What now? What do we do now? This is the moment where they show what they want to do with the lanes, because the Timbersaw could on paper go in every kind of position, mid, safe lane, off lane. We'll see what they want to do with it. Evil Corporation. We'll see. I mean, they still need one hero that fits with the Slaughter with right click damage, or maybe they just completely give up on the attempt to get a lot of armor reduction and right click damage, and they go for a different style. So if they have Timbersaw safe lane, they could pick up what, OD mid, great against Sven as a support hero, great against Centaur in terms of doing damage to both of them. Alright, they go for Slog, also a good hero. Again, not a hero that cares too much about heavy armor. It takes a little while before you start doing damage, but once you have, like, you know, 15, 20 essence shift charges, then you still hit very hard no matter what. So that is a hero that can abuse that a little bit. So it's not going to be a safe lane Timbersaw in the end. It is a safe lane Slog. And we'll see. Timbersaw mid against Jug. I guess that's an option, but I'm pretty sure that's not a fun lane, as the spin can very easily cause the Timbersaw to die. So we'll see if they can play around that. Should be a favorite matchup for the Jug in that case. The Ember Spirit gets banned out by the side of Dota 2 Ice, expecting an offlane Timbersaw. That would be a fairly greedy thing, but if they go offlane Timbersaw, the only thing they have to do is just jungle the Timbersaw, and then super greedy, but I guess you never know. Viper gets banned out by the side of Evil Corporation. Oh boy, I had to sneeze. Apologies for the silence. Alright, what else? Viper gets banned. Evil Corporation last pick.
5 seconds remaining.
I guess it's time to just go all out greed, boys. We have Timbersaw jungle as an offlaner, we have Slog safe lane, and we have a new mid here, and that is indeed going to be what they do. They pick up a Templar Assassin, and OD gets picked up by Dota 2 Ice. Alright. I'm thinking. I kind of like the Evil Corporation lineup a little bit more this time around. I feel like Templar Assassin with Slaughter, you still get a lot of right click value. They both have armor reduction. Templar Assassin hits like a truck no matter what. Good against the Jug as well. You know, it's when you start spinning, the Templar Assassin just burns you down by right clicking you in the face. The Slug, very annoying here to get a jump on. It's hard for the OD to ever get hits off on the Slug. Templar Assassin, same thing. Sure, the OD hits hard, but refraction charges doesn't really care about how hard you hit. And Timbersaw, super greedy option having offlane Timbersaw. So depending on how well they can jungle / lane this guy, we'll see. the hero does well against a lot of the heroes on the side of evil. What's it called? Who's what? I actually forgot. Okay, it's dire side is evil corporation, guys. So the Timbersaw does a lot against all of the heroes on the side of Dota 2 Ice. It's good against the Centaur, amazing against the Centaur actually. Good against the Sven as well. In the support position, Sven relies heavily on that armor. So if you have a lot of pure damage or magical damage, then suddenly the Sven support does not seem as strong. And it's also decent against Witch Doctor, okay against OD. Sure, the Jug doesn't really care too much about the Timbersaw's damage, but you have other heroes that can deal with the Jug, so we'll see if they can make it work. And indeed, the Timbersaw, yeah, he knows. Offlane Timbersaw boys, he knows that it's not an option to go in lane as a Timbersaw. The only offlane you would be able to lane as a solo Timbersaw would be, well, if they had like one support who's sort of weak, something like a Disruptor plus a Slack or something like that, then maybe you can go into lane, but even then, I mean, Timbersaw is very, very weak before you have around level 3, level 4. Let's see though. No fancy smoke gang action or anything like that. Just some early wards being put down. A high ground ward in the mid lane for the side of Dota 2 Ice. Deep ward. Does it block the camp? Yeah, that's a small camp being blocked, as they actually send the Slaughter to the bottom lane. So not just like going greedy by having Timbersaw jungle. They also have the Slaughter in the bottom lane to leech the lane. So they have absolutely zero moves on the map early game. Like they have just, yeah, I don't know. Evil Corporation, man, max greed. There's not going to be any rotations on their side unless the Slaughter TP somewhere. He's going to just sit in the jungle for the moment, as he expects they didn't see him, which they didn't. They didn't have a lane ward, so I guess he can just walk around, try and leech a little bit of experience. They will most likely deny most of the creep, so he won't get a lot, but he will get a little bit, and he will force the Witch Doctor to not worry about pulling or stacking or anything like that, so Boots advantage, boys. This is not happening. The Witch Doctor is really just trying. Crush is available though, so the Witch Doctor will be the one taking some damage. He will be run down a little bit. That's a costly exchange of damage. Meanwhile, the mid laner TA is going to get the first couple of last hits for himself. Does a lot more damage than the OD, that's for sure. And he can keep on going. Astral comes out, will secure at least one last hit for himself. Meanwhile, on the top end, the Centaur Warrior does have Boots actually, so Boots in this matchup? I'm not sure this is what you would normally go for as a Centaur, but I guess if he has Boots, that means he can stay in the lane and he can just, you know, walk away from the slog whenever needed. It's very easy to dodge the pounce if you have Boots value. Rubik pulls the creep wave in the meantime. The Centaur is trying to just hit him a little bit. He does pick up a Stout Shield now. We'll slowly move into some other items. And let's see.
Should have known.
Sven, level 1. Level 1 Sven. Oh, he will take the enemy's bounty run. Feels so good, man. Half a level right there.
That should help.
Oh, and the Centaur, he got clipped in the meantime. He did have a TP available though, so that only cost him a little bit of mana, and he will just go back, go into the jungle, use his double edge once, maybe twice, and then use the shrine heal. So everything is fine. He can finish up that creep if he wants to as well. Did they increase the range of the shrine? I'm sure it never used to heal like down here, but I guess it does now. Okay, the Centaur dies to creeps, and the Templar Assassin gets killed by the OD. So OD grabs a little solo kill for himself. Very nicely done. Not sure how that happened. I mean, he died up here, but he died, guys. Yeah, well, that's all I can say right now. So he's dead. All right. The OD in the meantime takes a little bit of damage from that Templar Assassin. He needs to be careful. He does have a salve available, so it should be fine. Could go for an Astral as well. As Sven is just poking around with that Stormhammer. Doesn't want to go for it just yet. Astral comes out. They do have that Storm available. That Stormhammer available if they want to go on him, but Another refraction comes out, and the Templar Assassin will be fine for now. The OD tries to do a little bit of damage to him. Doesn't have any more mana left, so they will most likely go for a Shrine Heal next. And let's see, bottom. The Witch Doctor's having a good time pulling, stacking, trying to get as many levels as possible. And MY Smoon on the Timbersaws now moving into lane. He's level 3, almost level 4, and he will finally appear in the lane. The Centaur Runner in the meantime has pretty much the same amount of lasses as the Timbersaw, so you didn't get much AFK farm value out of this Timbersaw. Oh, and he misses his chain. That could be a little bit troublesome as MY Spoon gets hit by the Mallet. In the meantime, they rotate the Sven as well. This is going to be a dead Timbersaw. Stormhammer comes out and he will drop down. Well, that's all I have to say to that, guys. That's all I have to say to that. Yeah, guys, you can call me what you're thinking right now. It's a great melody. It's an ear hanger. I can't help it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
All right, let's see the starter. Also decided to jungle a little bit for himself. He even picked up a Quelling Blade, so Mr. Support Slaughter not really being a very active hero in this game. They're just trying to maximize the amount of farm they can get. In the meantime, Dota 2 Ice, they are 1,000 gold ahead and a little bit of experience ahead, so it's working out for now. The greed is definitely paying off. The Slug is farming nicely in his little safe lane. And oh, they may get a catch on the Sven here. They go for Dark Flag. He tries to TP out, but he knows this is not happening as the Slaughter moves in, and he's like, oh, yeah, damn, that's a Slaughter here as well. So the TP will not happen. The Timbers on the meantime in the bottom lane, maybe a little bit in trouble, but they do not want to dive under the tower. The cast did not hit in the mid. It needs to hit like in the middle of the Timber chain to stop him from chaining, but he got out this time. He's level 5 as well, so his reactive armor is enough to keep him alive in most situations. He needs to be careful against the spin still, though. That is definitely a scary thing. Like Maledict level 2 against plus a spin on top of that could very easily kill him. Let's see, looks like they're going for smoke rotation on the side of Dota 2 Ice in the meantime. They want to get a grab on... Oh, is that... What am I saying? This is Evil Corporation. I always mess them up, guys. It's my bad. It's my bad. Oh, is it? Yeah, Dire is Evil Corporation. It's hard for me too as well, guys, you know. It's hard. If there's no ticket, you can't really see who's who. It's a difficult life. Alright, let's see. The OD just picked himself up some laning items. Treads completed a couple of null talismans for some extra mana and some extra damage in the lane. Nothing apart from that. The Sven, level 3 now. I mean, he's still pretty much, they're still pretty much doing the same thing on their position 4 heroes. This time, Ivy is a little bit more greedy when it comes to farming. He's farming the jungle, and the Sven in the meantime is really just running around, not doing too much. So I guess the Slaughter is having the better end of that trade, as he even picks up a full Iron Talon next. So he's committing. He's committing for the AFK jungle farm. The Timbers on the meantime goes into the jungle. He does have a little nice stack for himself. He doesn't have enough mana to clear it. So when he wants to go back into a lane, as there's a big creep wave under here and he wants to farm it. Let's see, the Rubik smokes up, makes a rotation in here. Oh well, that's not a smoke, that's an this rune picked up, but either way, he's here. He can leech a little bit as well. Leech what the Timbersaw cannot. Very slow start, guys. I'm a little bit surprised there's not any more moves being made, but I guess everyone is just content with AFK farming. The Centaur on the top lane, he's level 7 right now. He's working towards his Hood of Defiance first. Very common item to rush for, because if you have Hood, you can use your double edge to farm in the jungle very efficiently. Will delay the blink a little bit, but it doesn't matter too much. If they're not looking to take any early fights, then having blink is not useful anyways. So, yeah. That's nice.
Regeneration.
The OD with treads. He could go for Midas fast, but looks like he just wants to go straight into his Hurricane Bike. So he's not going for the economy game. He doesn't want to go for greedy farming item. He just wants to go for some damage. Bottom lane. The Rubik still in position. He wants to get his level 6 if he can as early as possible, and he's able to push back this lane quite efficiently, just fade bolting the creep wave all the time. The Witch Doctor now pulls another set of creeps as he wants to get his level 6 now. This is going to give him level 6, and that means Death Ward, boys. Death Ward. He should probably grab a value point in his Voodoo Restoration at some point, like level 8, I suppose. Nah, I mean, you can get it level 7, honestly. Just a value point in it, so you can use your Death Ward and then toggle the Voodoo Restoration in case the Rubik comes in and tries to steal something. But that's a small thing.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Alright, this is a lot of stacking, guys. Like, there's a stack here that the Timbersaw is farming, there's a stack here the Slaughter is farming. Dota 2 Ice, boys. Oh, well, what's it called? Evil Corporation, sorry. That's what they're all about. I keep calling the Dire side Ice, but that's not what they are. Evil Corporation. I mean, the old team was fairly greedy about their drafting and how they wanted to play the game, so I guess the new rosters is following their footsteps. Timbersaw, are you okay? Maybe a little bit too greedy here. Oh, he's fine, no worries. I think he may have tried to bait out the Omni Slash there, and then like Timber Chain away. You can Timber Chain away because you get so far in a like small amount of time that you can dodge the slashes of the Omni Slash. But either way, he's fine. He just wastes a little bit of time, and he goes back into the lane. He can defend this easily as Chakram, Timber Chain, all of that good stuff is easy to defend creep waves. So the Juggernaut will have a very hard time pushing this tier 1 tower. They really want to take it, but this is one of the heroes that makes that impossible, as he's just sitting here ready to make everything stop. The Rubik is very close to level 6 as well, so he can go for steal. I see mid lane. BO3 still also just farming. He will have his 4 stuff completed very soon. If we take a look at the net worth right now, we can see the Slug is number 1, followed by the Jug and the OD, both farming very efficiently. The TA is actually a little bit behind of the OD, so surprisingly enough, he's not having a good time in this matchup. He does have an Ancient stack he can clear, but still, I mean, he's 1,300 gold behind, so this double stack is not going to give him the farm he needs to catch back up. The Slug in the top lane almost has a Shadow Blade completed. That is going to be one step in the direction of fighting for the side of Evil Corporation. Slaughter as well, slowly moving towards his blink as he has Tranquils completed. He has an Iron Talon on that, and he's still just hitting creeps in the jungle. That's what he's been doing pretty much the whole game. Alright, let's see. Smoke comes off from the side of Dota 2 Ice. The Sven is moving up to the high ground. They see the Templar Assassin, but they get spotted out, and he does not want to go up high ground where he has no vision, so he decides to just back himself up. The Witch Doctor is still in position. They could go for something. They have the Death Ward available, but they're fine with just pressuring the tier 1s on the mid lane. If the OD can take the tower for nothing, then that is a fine trade. The Templar Assassin is super low. He does have the Shrine Heal available in case they commit for something. He does have an Invis Rune available as well. He goes into the mid lane now, invisible, ready to go. They have a Sentry Ward put in place already, though. You will find out very quickly as the creep aggro hit him, so he'll take the creep farm and then walk away. Again, well, I guess that was a smoke move, so they tried to make something happen, but it didn't really lead into anything. The Slug will now pick up his Shadow Blade. He may decide to go for like a Sylvage rush this game, because Sylvage is amazing this game. You can take away the Centaur's return damage, which is kind of annoying, but it looks like that's not happening so far. Slaughter moves up to the top lane. He's almost level 7, so I want to try and get a kill on the Centaur. He does have his ultimate available in case of emergency. He's very close to his blink as well, only 1,000 gold to go, so he does not want to die at the moment. And with that Hood of Defiance completed, it will be hard to kill him. In the meantime, in the bottom lane, they're running down the Timbersaw. He survives for the moment. Omni Slash comes out, kills him barely. At the Timbersaw, oh, he stole the Omni Slash on the Rubik, but he did not get enough damage off, so the Juggernaut survives. He gets the TP back home. The Witch Doctor will be the one that ends up giving up his life. So a Timbersaw for Witch Doctor. Mass rotations being forced out by the side of Evil Corporation as they send everyone down bottom. And because of that, the OD will push the mid lane. He will force a fortification. The Centaur will push the top lane freely, so they're getting a lot of space on the map, and they got the better trade in terms of kills as well. They will get the tier 1 tower in the mid lane. The OD finishes that. Bottom tower.
Dire's top
Maybe
tower
the next
is
thing
under
that drops,
attack.
but I mean, this is a full HP tower, so the slot can definitely not do enough damage to bring that down. At least not without using a lot of time. The center on the top lane, well, maybe not so sneaky. Let's get spotted out. Cast comes out. They may still try and go for this. But no.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
They
attack.
don't have a stampede available, so
Radiant
they will back themselves up.
Are fortified.
I guess they could always try to pressure the tower and just go for a tower trade. As the tier 1 in the bottom lane will be taken down slowly by Nexus on the slog. And in the meantime, Dota 2 Ice, they will clear the tower in the top lane.
Is under attack.
So just a 1-for-1 trade up to take the tier 1 tower in the top lane much faster than the slot can do in the bottom lane. They may even be able to defend this tower if they want to. I mean, if they have TPs available, they could go down and defend this tower. Looks like they will not do so. Fortification is not available, so the tower will drop down.
Radiant's
Nice
bottom
bastard.
tower has fallen.
Oh well, oh well. Let's take a look at the net worth right now. Still very even, but Evil Corporation, they are the ones with the network, with the experience lead. Again, much like this first game, they have experience lead
Dire's
easily.
top tower is
Somehow
under
they
attack.
just have a better time getting experience. I'm not sure if this is because they have like the experience gain skill points or something like that. Doesn't seem like any of the heroes has that available. So yeah, they're just getting more levels, I guess.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Alrighty boys, let's see. T2 in the top lane will be taken down next from the side of Dota 2 Ice. They TP out this Sven, they try to TP out the OD as well. They will be fine taking 2 people out. The Jog goes for spin TP as well. That's the third one escaping, and the Witch Doctor moves himself a little bit deeper into the trees, and he gets out as well. So they get a tower, they disengage, they don't have to use anything, and everything is fine. 2-for-1 tower exchange. In the meantime, EC, Evil Corporation, they want to find something. I mean, they need to start finding kills with this lock, with that Shadow Blade, or they can go for Roshan. That's also a very nice thing to go. Instantly after losing a tower, you can get some value on the map. Corrosive Haste from the Slaughter comes out on the Roshan, and it's very easy to kill it. Very easy, but the Centaur could go in. He does have his blink available. Does he initiate in time? The OD moves in. They find out that someone is here. The Slaughter goes for blink initiation. He will be plunk on by the Centaur in the meantime. Centaur Stampede comes out. They may try and steal it. They don't get it off. The Roshan is still not dead yet. The Slaughter gets taken down in the backline. The Timbersaw dropping down very, very low. The OD may be a little bit in trouble. Goes for self. Astro will be alive for a couple of seconds longer. Looks like that is going to be enough to keep him alive. The Timbersaw goes back in, but not enough burst damage to kill the OD as he barely survives. And they took the Aegis away from Evil Corporation as they take it on the Centaur Warrunner. Obviously, you kind of want to have it on the Juggernaut, if anything, but in the heat of the battle, you just take it on whoever has a slot. You just everyone clicks it, someone gets it. Alright, very nice fight for the side of Dota 2 Ice once again. They get 4 kills, they get the Aegis, and now they're looking for a high ground push. The Corrosive Haste will make it a little bit difficult for the Centaur to tank this tower, but he does have an Aegis available, so I guess he doesn't really care too much. The tier 3 tower gets fortified. Looks like the Slug is on the move. He's moving on and about. He may try and go for a creep skip, but I mean, they see him. They have vision of him with that Observer Ward. They saw him with a trap as well, so they know what is happening. They're moving down to the bottom area. They have 2 towers they can take for free here. So there's no way that Evil Corporation wants to fight into an Aegis. That is just not an option. Dota 2 Ice, they're almost 6,000 gold ahead, and well, oh, the Timbersaw gets spotted. They have Stampede available. They go in with the Stampede. He gets slowed up. Tries to Timberchain himself a little bit further away, but he's stuck in the tree, so there's nowhere to escape, and the Timbersaw will be taken down. Again, this offlane Timbersaw just being shut down repeatedly. He's been killed multiple times this game in weird situations. I mean, 0-4-0, no kill action so far. This is why the Evil Corporation lineup was maybe a little bit too greedy. At least the way they played it, like jungling the Slaughter to rush for a blink. He got a blink at a decent time, but still they don't really have anything they can do. They gave up the Aegis, and now they're in a position where they have items, they don't have anything they can farm for, and they can't take a fight. So it's just bad on bad on bad. The Timbersaw very close to finishing this Bloodstone. Just needs 1,000 more gold, but Bloodstone doesn't really matter at this point. And let's see, tier 3 tower will be worked on. They don't have a fortification available, or yeah, they do have a fortification. Corrosive Haste comes out on the Centaur Warren. He does have his hood available as well, so he's very, very tanky. Timbersaw is in position in the sidelines. Stampede is up in 10 seconds. They go for a steal. They steal the Astral. Chakram comes out. The Timbersaw goes back in. Doesn't hit too much damage. The TA comes in from the side. This is a very interesting initiation from the TA. He tries to walk in, blinks away after the Astral Empress. The reactive arm was still alive. So I guess he doesn't get punished for it. That looked a little bit freaky. I mean, just casually walking past here. Either way. In the meantime, the Centaur goes in, gets a jump on the Slag. The Slag falls with BKB. He just purchased it. Rushing that BKB. The Centaur runner is still alive. He does still have ages, so it doesn't matter if he dies. He will respawn. Do they still commit for this fight? Let's see. They go in. The starter goes for crush on the OD. Hits the crush. Timber Chain comes out from the Timbersaw. Looks like the Centaur maybe a little bit into the outball. Death Wall comes out by the Witch Doctor. Astral gets used on the Templar Assassin. In the meantime, Timbersaw buys back. Stampede gets used defensively from the Centaur runner. They want to get out. They do not want to keep on fighting. 3-man crush from Ivy on this Slaughter. The OD goes for ultimate. Not enough damage to kill anyone. The starter will drop down. Then the Jug. Everyone is still fighting. They're dropping down so low. They don't have anything left. And they will lose the Jug. They will lose the Sven. The Timbersaw still on the hunt. He wants to find the Centaur runner as well. The Centaur takes a lot of damage, but he doesn't die. They lose 4 though. They take the tier 3 tower. They lose 4. And what did they get? They got 2 kills and a buyback 4-star from the Timbersaw. So that buyback didn't really matter on the Timbersaw though. He got pretty much the same amount of gold back that the buyback cost. So his Bloodstone is in the same position as it was a second ago. The Templar Assassin gets a lot of gold in that fight. He picks up a Desolator with that. Finally, he gets a little bit of net worth. He was falling behind very quickly. The Slaughter is rushing towards okay, he was thinking about a medallion, but he wants to go for Midas now. A little bit greedy. The Slug, with that BKB, he could fight for a long ass time. And he's moving towards a Scotty next. Rubik, almost E-Blink complete. He can buy it now, so he is ready to continue. DOD, Hurricane Pike Blink on him. Most likely a BKB next, I would imagine. The Juggernaut has his Manta Style, his Helm of the Dominator. He's rushing towards a Maelstrom next. Could go for Diffu as well, but I guess, I don't know. Mjolnir is better against Timbersaw, plus you get a lot of attack speed, so you can proc some more lightning on the Templar Assassin. Makes it easy to pop those refraction charges as well. What else? The Sven slowly moving towards Vladimir's. Will take a little while before that is completed though. The Centaur runner, his next item will be the Academ Scepter, so that's 60% damage reduction. He needs 2,000 more gold before that is completed. In the meantime, they go for 5-man smoke gang. They want to find something. Let's see, do they find anything? They're grooved up, they're ready to go. Smoke comes out. Let's see, they're moving down towards the bottom area. The Timbersaw is in position for now. The OD goes in, finds the Slug. The Slug goes invisible though. They don't have any detection, so they will not find him. They will not kill him. And the Centaur blinks in, jumps onto the Rubik. The Rubik also blinks away, so the smoke will be averted. And Evil Corporation, they will lose no one. Alright. Dota 2 Ice will take the bottom shrine in the meantime, so they at least get something. Slaughter TPs himself back to his base. He's very close to that Midas upgrade, and yeah, that's the Midas. I'm not sure if that's too greedy though. I mean, this is like him saying, okay, I want to scale into late game, so I'll pick up a Midas, but considering they were in a moment where they had to defend high ground a second ago, Midas is not an item that helps defending high ground for sure. And there's no farm on the map to take, so I don't know. It's greedy, but I guess that's what Evil Corporation is all about. They drafted greedily, they jungled on their position 4, like, you know, everything was just greedy about what they did, so they continue down that path. What happened to his... Wait, what? 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 Guys, the reason why I'm saying what is for sure that was Arcane Boots early on the Timbersaw, right? I am sure he had Arcane Boots early this game, and suddenly he is missing the energy booster. What's the called? Is it energy booster? Yeah, the energy booster. I don't know what that's about, but okay, maybe he sold it for some odd reason. I'm not sure. All right, let's see the slot. After the BKB, he's now moving towards that Echo Saber, so I guess he just wants to fall back onto a decent, like, here and now kind of item. Will upgrade his damage output quite nicely.
Tower is under attack.
The Centaur now picked up an Acronym Scepter as well, so he's ready to make some big plays. The Juggernaut has a Maelstrom completed, so they have a lot of items completed on the side of Dota 2 Ice. They have that plate mill picked up on the OD. He wants to slowly move into Shiva's guard. He doesn't want to go for BKB just yet. The Witch Doctor almost has a Glimmer Cape as well. Nice little item so you can channel your Death Ward easier. Oh, the Templar Assassin maybe a little bit in trouble. He does have a blink available. He should be able to get the blink away. Let's see where he goes. Ooh, nice attempt from the Sven, trying to stun him up from the creep. They see the Templar Assassin though. They go in on him. They stun him up. Do they have any detection though? Oh, no detection.
Radiant's
the Templar Assassin is going to just stand still.
attack.
They have a sentry on the Sven. Drop a sentry, you fool. Alright, they will not get the kill. Alright, looks like Roshan is going to respawn in a moment. They will spot this out. The OD is sitting here for... Oh, does he see? Yeah. He doesn't walk out just yet. They will see Roshan respawning. Both teams knows Roshan is going to be an option. So let's see which team can take it away. The Sven, no sentries on him. The sentry is actually out of range from this trap, so they're not able to see the trap. Alright, they take up a DD on the Juggernaut. Now they work down the Roshan. In the meantime, we do have Evil Corporation. They're ready to go. They are going to smoke up, move out, and maybe they can make it in time. It's already half HP though. They need to move fast. That DD is making it very, very quick. The Sven even pops his ultimate as well. They need to go for a jump now. They need to go. Let's see. Slaughter blinks in, crushes up. They initiate. Aegis is almost dropping down. They will pick up the Aegis on the OD of all heroes, as the kill went to the side of Evil Corporation, but the OD was the one picking up the Aegis, and, well, Juggernaut Omnislash comes out. He gets an ultra kill, and the OD moves in. Acronyms means they can move across buildings, and, well, across cliffs, that is. So, the Timbersaw will be forced to do nothing but just suicide with the Bloodstone. That Omnislash, man. 3000 damage Omnislash, that's crazy. Maelstrom proccing multiple times, and well, level 2 Omnislash actually, so good spell guys, good spell. 5 people set inside of Evil Corporation. High ground will be pushed once again. When you are Dota 2 Ice, the tier 3 tower will be taken down. They're trying to work down multiple racks, maybe a little bit too greedy, but they do take the range racks in the bottom lane. They take the mid racks in the mid lane as well. These spawns is coming momentarily. The slog is back up in 15 seconds. Buyback is available on the TA. 10 seconds to go before he is back up. Bottom set of racks got taken down. Mid set of racks got taken down as well. In the meantime, the Thins are running the top lane. Needs to be a little bit careful. But they're disengaging. They know they have taken already all they need. So they'll just back themselves up. They have done the damage. They've taken 2 sets of racks. They cannot go back, pick up the next set of items. And they still have Aegis on the OD, so they can go for another push if they want to. Go for Smoke Gang or whatever the hell they want to. The Sven has a Helm plus a Vladimir's completed. Nice auras for his team. The Witch Doctor, Glimmer Cape, he buys a gem as well, as they want to just be able to end the game now. So they buy all the useful items to ensure that take away the vision from the enemy and all of that good stuff. Alpha Wolf gets picked up by the Sven. He makes it follow the Juggernaut, so he's having a little bit extra damage. Mjolnir is completed on the Jug. He's working towards a Skadi / Butterfly next. The OD, Shiva's got very close to being completed. He just needs 200 more gold for the recipe, so that is going to give him a lot more damage. And let's see, on the side of Evil Corporation, Echo Saber on the Slug, BKB just got finished on the Templar Assassin, the Slaughter, Midas, Blink, slowly moving towards a BKB himself, but, I mean, he's not really getting anywhere closer to it before they need to defend high ground again. The Timbersaw almost has a Blink on him. I'm not sure if a Blink is the best thing in the world, though, because, again, they need to defend high ground. The Blink means he can position himself a little bit better. He can, like, you know, Chakram, Blink in, Timber Chain out, but if anything, you would probably look to rush towards an Acronym Scepter, because Axe is amazing to defend high ground on Timbersaw. Blink is so-and-so. The Slug gets forced to use his BKB. They block him. They have the control on him. 3 more seconds to go before the BKB ends. Maybe they can go for it. They use the Stampede from the Sensor Runner. They run in. The Starlight is going to be the next one to be taken down. The Stampede gets stolen by the Rubik. He uses it defensively. Doesn't actually do anything though. The OD goes in, gets the vision on the Rubik. The Rubik will be taken down by those Hurricane Pike shots. That is 2 people down the side of Evil Corporation. They will lose the 3rd one. The Slug gets taken down. They are forced to buy back on both heroes. They come back in. OD goes in, tries to go for an ultimate kill on everyone. The Slug pounces around, confused, not knowing what the hell is going on, and the OD gets 2 more kills. The Slug drops down, the Timbersaw drops down. Ivy is going to be the next one to fall. GG gets called, as that is a rampage on the OD. Woo! Dota 2 Ice, boys, they win this best of 3 series 2-0. As Evil Corporation, they did not manage to fight their way back into the series. So that is the end of it, boys.